combine diversity. We're creating an atmosphere of love, of peace. You invest in this time for you. Grand Rising, everyone. To my first-time viewers, welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for choosing this platform. To all my returning viewers, hello, friends, and thank you for your support. So, because of the subject matter this morning, we're going to talk about forgiveness. We are going to get into a forgiveness practice. For many people, this is not an easy task. Some of us are not ready for this process. So that's why I'm setting the tone for today's practice now. If you're not ready for this practice, that's okay. I'm not going to force you into going to do this practice. We're going to start off with the inspirational message first. You can listen to that if the words resonate with you. If you feel like you want to dab into the practice, that's okay. If you choose not to continue further beyond the message, that's okay. If you start the practice and it becomes too much for you and you decide to stop, that is okay as well. You could come back later, or you may choose not to come back at all. This might not be the time for you. Recognize that. I need you to be in tune with your feelings, with your emotions, with the sensations in your body. Also, I want you to be conscious if you want to brave through whatever emotions, whatever feelings arise, you can always go back to the breathing. Remember that. Or you could go away from actually working the practice and just listening to my voice or listening to the background music. And if you feel settled to dip back into the practice, that works as well. Know that the subconscious mind is always active. So even though you may not be engaging consciously, the subconscious is taking it in. So I want you to be mindful for that. Also, I want to encourage you to set your environment for a more loving atmosphere, a calm, peaceful atmosphere. We're going to open up our heart chakras, open up our hearts to receive love as well as give love. Remember, forgiveness is not about the individual or individuals. It's about you. It's about you releasing some things so you can allow your blessings, releasing some things so you could start living more freely. Freedom comes first from within. So with that being stated, if you need to light a candle, if you need to light your incense, your sage, if you need to dim the lights, if you have to go into a closet to get away from the children for a little bit, that will work too. For this practice, you definitely want to remove yourself from any distractions. With that, I'm also going to ask that you place your phones on Do Not Disturb mode. So I see people are slowly still trickling in. I'm going to recognize those who I can see. I see you, Brother Leroy, Grand Rising to you. I see you, Miss Marvarine, the cake lady, Grand Rising to you. My sister, Miss Pamela, I see you, Grand Rising. I want to be free. I want to love and be loved. That's what this practice is about. This is what all the practices that I introduced to you is about. So that's a good sign, Miss Pamela. So today, I will guide you in a forgiveness meditation practice. This meditation has 3 steps. We begin with those whom we have caused harm intentionally or unintentionally. Next, we turn our attention to those who have similarly caused us harm intentionally or unintentionally. And finally, we turn our attention to self-forgiveness for ways we may have harmed ourselves intentionally and unintentionally. It may be best to start with someone who may be easiest to forgive or to be forgiven, and over time, move to working with the more difficult people. You can repeat this process with the same or different people as often as you wish in the future. Being that this is a sensitive topic, I would like to take my time with this practice. So at this time, set your timer for however long you can commit to this practice. As I stated earlier, we will start with the inspirational message, which comes from the Daily Word. And today's message is titled, "When I Forgive Another, I Free Myself." Occasionally, you may become aggravated or upset over the actions of another. Your reaction may lead you to say or do something that you later regret. The words of Jesus remind us to forgive over and over again as often as necessary. This is not to free others of their responsibilities. Rather, it is to free us from carrying the burden of resentment. When you forgive, you free yourself. Who you are is greater than what you have done. The same is true of all others. Remembering this keeps us from holding on to pain and allows us to be more accepting to others and even to ourselves. You forgive others for their actions and words, and you forgive yourself for your reactions and your words. As you forgive, you set yourself free. Now, we'll begin practicing a guided forgiveness meditation. Remember, it's a practice. It's best not to force yourself to forgive that which you do not feel ready or safe to forgive at this time. Simply acknowledge whatever comes up for you with a non-judgmental attitude as much as you can. Let whatever emotions arise come and go. You can always come back to the breath or feel of the body sitting as an anchor. Go at your own pace. And with that being stated, let's become centered. To practice forgiveness meditation, let yourself sit comfortably, allowing your eyes to close and your breath to be natural and easy. Let your body and mind relax. Breathing gently into the area of your heart. Let yourself feel all the barriers you have erected and the emotions that you have carried because you have not forgiven yourself, not forgiven others. Let yourself feel the pain of keeping your heart closed. Then breathing softly. Begin asking and extending forgiveness, reciting the following words, letting the images and feelings that come up grow deeper as you repeat them. There are many ways that I have hurt and harmed others, have betrayed or abandoned them, caused them suffering knowingly or unknowingly. Out of my pain, fear, anger, and confusion. Let yourself remember and visualize the ways you have hurt others. See and feel the pain you have caused out of your own fear and confusion. Feel your own sorrow and regret. Since that feeling, you can release this burden and ask for forgiveness. Picture each memory that still burdens your heart. And then to each person in your mind, repeat, I ask for your forgiveness. I ask for your forgiveness. There are many ways that I have hurt and harmed myself. I have betrayed or abandoned myself many times through thought, word, or deed, knowingly or unknowingly. Feel your own precious body and life. Let yourself see the ways you have hurt or harmed yourself. Picture them, remember them. Feel the sorrow you have carried from this, and sense that you can release these burdens. Extend forgiveness for each of them, one by one. Repeat to yourself, for the ways I have hurt myself through action or inaction, out of fear, pain, and confusion, I extend a full and heartfelt forgiveness. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. There are many ways that I have been harmed by others, abused or abandoned, knowingly or unknowingly, in thought, word, or deed. Let yourself picture and remember these many ways. Feel the sorrow you have carried from this past. And sense that you can release this burden of pain by extending forgiveness when your heart is ready. Now say to yourself, I now remember the many ways others have hurt or harmed me. Wounded me out of fear, pain, confusion, and anger. I have carried this pain in my heart too long to extend that I am ready. I offer them forgiveness. To those who have caused me harm, I offer my forgiveness. I forgive you. When you are ready, letting go of the images or thoughts, noticing how you are feeling. Bringing your awareness back to the body, to the breath, taking a few easy, deep breaths. Now taking a few more moments to offer gratitude to yourself for taking the time for yourself. For taking care of your own heart, for lightening the burdens, the hurts you have accumulated in your life. Remembering that this is a practice of letting go and moving into the direction of more peace, happiness, and freedom. Breathing in stillness for as long as you wish. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes and slowly return into the present, to this moment, this place, to resume your day. Namaste. For some great pains, you may not feel a release, but only the burden and anguish of anger you have held. Touch this softly. Be forgiving of yourself for not being ready to let go and move on. Forgiveness cannot be forced. It cannot be artificial. Simply continue the practice and let the words and images work gradually in their own way. In time, you can make forgiveness a regular part of your life, letting go of the past and opening your heart to each new moment with a wise, loving kindness. And so it is. Reading your comments, and I think I had an additional person come on. Miss Fee, I see you. Grand rising to you. You're quite welcome, my friend. Miss Pamela, this practice is so powerful. This I am thankful. A great follow-up to my joy of yesterday. And thank you. Speaking of that, thank you, Miss Pamela. I meant to put that in my story. And as I'm going through this practice, the song popped in my head. And it was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to post Pamela's post she did. I forgive myself, yes. And guys, usually when I do these practices, I extend and send you guys love to give you that extra oomph. I don't know if you feel it sometimes. I do get some feedback from you guys from time to time. You like loving the energy that I send out. So depending on the topic, depending on my state at that time, I try to send out that love and comfort to you guys who are live and those who are viewing this message, the video. I'm stating that because you might have felt some other emotions and energies from me this morning. I do forgiveness often, but this practice did something different from me. At the very top, I felt something. Almost lost it for a moment. I held it together because I realized I was guiding, I was leading this practice. But if I was true, really genuine about what I was going through in this practice, we would probably be still in the practice. So just stating that, and which also brings an awareness to me that I need to follow up on this practice, rather listening to my own recording or listening to one of the meditation masters that I follow and see if their practice on forgiveness, because it's a sign, it's something I need to work with. Don't know what that is yet. But with that being stated, I want to thank you guys for your courage and your perseverance in starting and ending today's practice. I see you, Miss Pat, on Instagram. A grand rising to you. So if you like today's message and meditation, if you could click the like button, comment, and share. This is a confirmation from me. Yes, Miss Pat. I'm laughing, but this is a powerful practice. One for me anyway. Some of you may have already mastered this, released all that you need to release. You might constantly be impressed. I think forgiveness is a practice we have to do consistently. Not because we don't do necessarily, we have not released things from the past, but because things are constantly happening on our day-to-day routine, day-to-day living. Miss Pamela, you did very well, and of course, this is one I don't want to end. There will be plenty, trust me. So, if I want to remind you to go into my YouTube channel, Inspirational Moments with Joseph Long, and hit that like button, share, comment in one of the videos on that platform. I will be posting this video later on this morning in case you want to check it out there. I'm hoping you would, and click the like button on that video as well. If you can make that a practice of checking this out live on my Facebook, Instagram platforms, and going right into YouTube and liking and comment on those videos, or a video on there as well. We will have a guided meditation this evening at 9:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those who would like to continue this practice, most likely I will do a more extended version of a forgiveness meditation tonight, depending on my state. So be mindful of that. I want to thank you all for joining me for today's experience. I love you and I appreciate you. Peace and blessings.